Henry, come on, let's get close in here. And the award for the 2017 Most Outstanding Player goes to
Mike Reilly.
Yahoo!
I too am going to use a cheat sheet because I'm probably going to hear my daughter crying over there because she's been a trooper for 2 hours, and I don't want to forget anybody. So first, I want to say congratulations to Ricky on an amazing season. Yeah, I think we should definitely all give him a round of applause. You know, being a quarterback in Edmonton, you're constantly reminded of the rich tradition of quarterbacks that have come through and worn the green and gold, and I'm reminded every day about it. You know, I go into that stadium, you know, we have murals painted on the walls, Warren Moon, Wilkie, there's a hallway where Kepley's on there. He's not a quarterback, but he's pretty badass, so I'll throw him out there too. And every day, the face that looks at me when I walk into that building is Ricky Ray. And for great reason. He means a ton to the city of Edmonton, obviously to the Toronto Argonauts, and to the league as a whole. So congratulations on an amazing season. You were absolutely deserving of this award. So, you know, I'm sure they just flipped a coin and mine happened to pop up. But just to be mentioned with you is an honor. I want to congratulate, and I think AD said it best. This is the first time I've ever said something like this publicly, but congratulations to Coach Dickinson and the Calgary Stampeders. You guys have an amazing team. We obviously learned firsthand in the division final that you guys are no joke, and good luck to you guys on Sunday. And to Coach Tressman and the Toronto Argonauts, you guys as well are an amazing team. I think the country's lucky because it's going to be a hell of a game on Sunday. And I think we're all going to get to watch a great performance from both teams. I know we're all looking forward to it. Before I get into my teammates and the team that I play for right now, I want to thank some people from the past in my career that gave me an opportunity. Wally Buono, I think we've already heard his name tonight, but he brought me into this league, gave me an opportunity to play with BC. I wouldn't be here without that chance, so thank you, Wally. A teammate that turned into an incredible friend was a groomsman in my wedding, Travis Lulay, who I had the honor of sitting and watching him stand up on this stage in 2011. And I spent 3 years getting some of the best on-the-job training that you could ask for in how to become a franchise quarterback, to lead your team, but also just to be a good person. So, Travis, thank you. I want to thank Ed Hervey, who brought me to Edmonton and took a chance on somebody that was unproven, put himself on the line to give me an opportunity because he believed in me. And I'll be forever grateful for that chance to be the starting quarterback of the Edmonton Eskimos. And it wouldn't have happened without Ed having the courage to take a chance on me. So thank you, Ed. I want to thank the city of Edmonton. I've spent the last 5 years of my life playing football there, and so many things have changed on the field, off the field. And I wouldn't change any of it for anything in the world. It's been an amazing 5 years. Hopefully it can be another 5 or 10 after that, but I love playing for Edmonton. I love putting on the green and gold every day. You know, we play with a lot of pride when we're on the field for many different reasons. People talk about playing for the name on the front of the jersey instead of the name on the back. You know, you play for both. But when I play for Edmonton, as all of my teammates would tell you, we're incredibly lucky to play for the team that we do, for the city that we do, and how passionate they are. They stuck with us through thick and thin, and there's been quite a bit of both, especially my first year. So every time I put that jersey on, I don't take it for granted. Thanks. I want to thank Dan Vertlieb. He's not just my agent, but he was a friend before he became that. And he's a man that's been with me, again, through thick and thin. I've learned a lot from him. He's been a great friend, and I truly appreciate all the work that he does for me, but more importantly, the friendship that I have with him. Getting to the current Edmonton Eskimos and who I want to thank, Brock Sunderland. I can't imagine when he decided to take the job as our GM for the first time as a GM that he would imagine that he has to go through the roster changes that we had to go through this year. I know that we set a record for the number of injuries that we had, and for somebody to have to step in their first year and take all that on and still give us the pieces and the tools that we needed on our roster to be successful. He did an amazing job, and I'm grateful for that. This is what I really wanted to talk about tonight, though. You know, I pictured this room looking a little different if I was to be standing up here. And I pictured it with 80 people or more that were responsible for me to be standing on this stage. And it just didn't happen. It didn't work out that way. And that's too bad. That's the way that life works sometimes. But, you know, I appreciate all the work that my teammates put in for the Toronto Argonauts and for the Calgary Stampeders. Maybe not so much for you guys because you guys are here every stinking year. But it's really hard to get into this game. And it's the best memory of my football life is 2015. I wasn't on this stage for anything, but I was standing on the stage that mattered. And that was the one holding up the Grey Cup at the end of the game. You know, and my guys don't get to be here tonight with me, but you guys get a chance to play that game on Sunday together. And that's why we do it. That's why we work as hard as we do, is for that game. So, you know, as I said, you guys earned it, and I'm excited for you. But my biggest regret is not having my guys here in this room. I can't sit here and name off every single one of my teammates. We'd be here for 3 hours because we had, like I said, 80 plus of them. But I'm not stealing this from James, but I want to give a shout out to my entire offensive line. Those guys work extremely hard every day. The only time you ever hear about them is people talking about how big and dirty that they are and everything like that, which is true. But they're awesome. They come into work every single day. You know, they don't get the recognition in the media and things like that. They deserve it. It all starts in the trenches. The game's won and lost in the trenches. We've all heard it because it's true. So Joel Figueroa, Big Figs, Simeon, Grew, Beardo, Ruby, Sorensen, Matt O'Donnell, Colin Kelly, D.A., I'm going to say this the French way, J.S. Waugh, spelled Roy, but Waugh, and Beans. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Secondly, if I didn't give you guys a shout out, Matt O'Donnell would never let me hear the end of it, so there you go. I also want to thank all the rest of my teammates. My wide receiving crew was incredible this year. More often than not, they were catching balls that probably shouldn't have been caught because they were just incredible athletes and hard workers, so I'm thankful for them. I'm also going to name a list of guys: Darius Bowman, Calvin McCarty, again, Matt O'Donnell and Simeon Rotier, John White, J.C. Sherritt, Odell Willis, Armando Sewell, Marcus Howard, Marcel Young. Those are the guys that are still on our team battling with me and the rest of our guys every day, but they've been there since 2013 when I first came to Edmonton. And that was a tough year. We went 4-14. And it's hard. It's hard to show up every day when you're not getting that success. And those guys continue to work. And that's why they're still on the team that we have today. And we've been through a lot of ups and downs together. So I appreciate them. I want to thank my coaches who work tirelessly to put us in a position to be successful. A lot of times you guys don't get to see this type of stuff. You get to see us for 3 hours on game day, but you don't see our coaches coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning and leaving at 10 o'clock at night and not seeing their families. As Coach Tressman alluded to earlier, those guys really put everything on hold to give us all the tools that we need to be successful. And without them, none of us would be able to play the game at a level that you guys would enjoy to watch. Prinny and Gibby, it's our running back coach and our O-line coach. They work on the pass protection schemes and the run game. And again, they give the big boys up front the ability to keep me safe. To Carson and Jordan for their work in the pass game and the ready list for each week. Those guys put in so much time. I'm there probably more than they would like me to be. They probably just want me to leave the building sometimes so they can get some work done. But I watch those guys every single day come out and give us the best game plan possible. And to Jason Moss, my head coach, I've learned more from him about football and about playing quarterback in the last 2 years than I probably have in my entire career. And I'm grateful for the opportunities that he's given me and the work that he puts in to try to make me the best player I can be and our team the best that it can be. There's one more Eskimo in here, Dwayne Mandruziak. I know he's in here somewhere. I'd ask him to stand up, but you wouldn't be able to see him anyway. That's right. I want to thank him. He's been a great friend. When me and Emily got married in Hawaii a few years back, he flew all the way out there to be with us. And he's provided me with a lot, not just equipment, actually not much equipment. He didn't provide much of that. They're pretty stingy with that stuff. But he's provided me with great friendship and great support. And he means the world to me, but he really means the world to the Edmonton Eskimos, the city of Edmonton, and I think this league as a whole. So thank you, Dwayne. I also want to thank the support system that I have because it is truly second to none. Growing up as a kid, I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, and we were pulled in all sorts of different directions with the all-star baseball teams that we played on, all the different things that we were trying to do. And my parents, they gave up a lot to make our dreams a reality. And I didn't really realize how big of a task that is until I became a father. And my little girl's just past 1 year old, but I can barely handle her myself. I don't know how my mom had 4 of us at home running around beating up on each other. But my mom and my dad have supported me. It wouldn't have mattered if I wanted to do math, science, arts, anything. Whatever I was passionate about, I was going to be given the opportunity to be successful. And they were going to sacrifice everything that they needed to make that happen. And it just so happened that I love playing football. So my dad coached me in a lot of sports. They drive 16 hours round trip to come to every home game. And they did that not just to watch me. When I was hurt in 2015 with my knee and I wasn't playing, they still made the drive. And they were the biggest Matt Nichols fans in the stadium because they wanted our team to be successful because they knew that my teammates are my brothers. So they were their sons. And I've heard a lot of people talk about their significant others up here today. And that's the most important part of this. My wife, Emily. It's really hard to be a pro athlete at anything, but if you're an American and you're playing in Canada, more often than not, your family's still back at home. And that puts a strain on you, but that puts a strain on your family. But we do it because we love this game, we love to play it, and our spouses have to be the rock. They have to be, the one that holds it all together. they have to be the one that changed diapers for 6 months straight. You don't have to do any of that too, so that's cool. But, you know, there's a lot that's, I hear the word warrior used to describe me by various people, but I'm not the warrior. She is, for sure. You know, you go through incredible ups and downs during a season. It's a long season. There's physical pain from injuries and things like that, but the hardest part is the emotional and the mental, because we put everything we have into this game. And sometimes it's just not enough, and you're not going to win, and that's the way it goes, but that's hard to accept. And it makes you question sometimes if you're capable of doing what is necessary to be successful. And you need somebody there to support you and to never question your ability and to remind you that the work will pay off. And there were challenges this year. Going through a 6-game losing streak is one of the worst things I've had to deal with, because I knew that we weren't being rewarded for the hard work that we were putting in. And I knew that our guys were giving everything that they had, and it just wasn't working out. And I knew that I was giving everything that I had. But she kept reminding me every day to keep fighting, and we eventually turned the thing around and finished strong. So for that, I'm grateful. So thank you, babe. And finally, I want to echo what some other people have said. For us Americans, we celebrate Thanksgiving today. So it's a day to be thankful, and I'm thankful for a lot of different things. But I'm thankful for this league. And I've already talked about the Edmonton fans, but I'm thankful for all CFL fans. I'm thankful, thanks. Even Calgary fans and even Rough Rider fans, and that's hard to believe. I'm thankful for them. But the reason I'm thankful is because they give us an opportunity to play this game that we love, and this week is the epitome of what's great about the CFL. There's 2 teams that are playing, but if you walk out on the streets of Ottawa right now, you'll see 9 different teams represented. Everybody comes together this week because they love this game. And I'm blessed to be a part of this game, to be a part of this incredible tradition and history that this league has offered. You know, and we don't get a long time to play this game. So every minute that we're out there, we're all grateful for it. All of us players understand how important all of you fans are, and we appreciate the support, and we're always going to do everything we can to make this game great and this league great. And like I said, I think Sunday is going to be a great example of that with these 2 teams battling. So thank you, I appreciate it, and let's look forward to a great game.